to you live right here, Lee's River Juggernaut, everybody. Today, ladies and gentlemen, for the Giants. They finally got a win, the first win of the season, with Jack Starks the starting quarterback now, which they did 21 as they beat the Chargers 21-18. Thank you, G-Man. Thank you, G-Man. Terence Crawford was held at gunpoint. By the way, the video circulating of that. And Bills Mafia got a win, which they did, by the way, on that note as well. And much other news to come, by the way. I'll get you guys to it. First, I'm just letting you off right now, the fact that G-Men, what can I say? They finally got a win, beating the Chargers 21-18, yet just moments ago. And I gotta tell you, I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought G-Men were gonna be done for, but no. You thought they were going 4? Nope. They're 1-3 now. 1-3 now. So I'm pleased the G-Men got a win just early today, or moments ago. And I'm pleased that Jack Starks starting quarterback now. Jack Stark threw his first touch in that game. He really did. But Jack Stark, you did me good. You did me good out there. I know you did. G-Man, you did good. But believe neighbors, he's doing the torn ACL. Not good for him, by the way. He's going to get an MRI tomorrow. So, yeah. So, G-Man, they still got to win. And then they have to get the Saints next week. So that's all the news you got to know for that, everybody. Now it's the No Mercy results from last night, too, about those guys. So, Javon Evans defeated Josh Briggs. I mentioned these results from last night as well, by the way. And so Ruca retains the NXT Women's title. The NXT Women's Speed title against Jada Parker. And I was supposed to against Lainey Reed, but she was injured, by the way. So Ruca, she once again retained her NXT Women's Speed title, by the way, or W Women's Speed title, which she did. Congrats to her on that. But Lashley and Jada Parker got into it yet again. That's all to say about that. Also, Juggernaut Jordynne Grace, she defeats Blake Monroe in a weaponized steel cage. Invasion 2 is going to be happening between NXT versus TNA October 7th, by the way, guys. So, here's what's going to go down. So, it's going to be the Hardyz versus Darkstate Winner take all, title for title. Ricky Saints versus NXTrickNA, title for title. Men's, women's Survivor Series style teams are going to be announced, by the way, which they are eliminator style team-ups are going to be announced, by the way. Should be announced tomorrow. So, wow. So, yes, Invasion, that is happening. NXT NA, NXT versus TNA, October 7th, by the way, guys. That's the best I can tell you, guys. That's the best thing that's ever happened, guys. So, guys, your thoughts about that? It could have happened it's going to be a Survivor Series War Games, guys. So, guys, but it's a good dessert. So, guys, let me know about that, guys. Invasion's coming back. It's coming back. So, that's all news you got. October 7th, by the way. So, CW, check it out, guys. That's all news you got for that, everybody. Also, All Eagle Ethan Page retains his NXT North American title. Dr. Wagner Jr. has the sights on the NXT North American title, by the way, which he does. So that's everything that you got to know for everybody. That's all to say about that. Also, Jacy Jayne, she retains her NXT Women's title once again. Ricky Saints is the new NXT champ. Open Family's reign ended in 260 days, guys. So, yeah. Ricky Saints, he's the new NXT champ. He's going to take on NXTrickNA. By the way, guys, winner take all. So that's everything that you got to know for that, guys. So those are the NXT No Mercy 2025 results. That's all that you got to know for that, guys. Also notice some other guys. Terence Crawford was held at gunpoint in Omaha, by the way, during on his birthday. Come on. He didn't have a gun in his car, but he gets detained, got released, but not charged. This is all during the traffic stop in Omaha. So really, something's got to be said about that. And this is all after Terence Crawford took out Khalil Alvarez, by the way. But clearly, something's got to be said about that, guys. And the Omaha police, they've released him, and the mayor released him, by the way, which she has. That's all there is you got to know for that, guys. So, guys, what do you takes on that? And the videos are circulating just recently. What are your thoughts about that, guys? Let me know about that. And basically, Crawford is by what she does. That's all the news you got to know for everybody. That's all the news to say on that. Now it's the other news, by the way. Bills Mafia, they beat they got a win, by the way, as they took out the Saints 31-19, which they did. Eagles beat the Bucks 31-25. Lions beat the Browns 34-10. Texas, they should have murdered the Titans 26-0, which they did, by the way, that as well. And that's all to say about that, everybody. And Steelers beat the Vikings in Dublin 24-21. It's all news you're gonna know for that, guys. Well, that's all I'm saying about that. Also, this news, by the way, that Al Horford, by the way, is gonna sign with the multi-year offer with those pathetic Warriors. Warriors are garbage. They're garbage. Yeah, those guys, let me know about the Hell response, somebody. Also, got some UFC fight night Perth results here, there, guys. So, Alexia Thainara defeats Loma Luke Kuhn, by the way, by LookBoonme by unanimous decision. Brando Pericic defeats Elisha. Pericic defeats Elisha Ellison by TKO. Michelle Montag defeats Luana Caroline by decision. Kobe Thickness defeats Josias Musasa by decision. Jamie Malarkey defeats Rolando Bedoya by the decision. Cam Roston defeats Andre Petrosky by TKO. Navajo Sterling defeats Rodolfo Ballada by decision. Tom Nolan defeats Charlie Campbell by rear naked choke. Neil Magny defeats Jake Matthews by DRC choke. Jack Jenkins defeats Raymond Tavares by decision. Jimmy Crute defeats Ivan Urslan by rear naked choke. And Carlos Ulberg defeats Dominic Reyes by TKO. So that's all news you're gonna know for that, guys. Now to the Brando Fighting 81 Manchester here there, guys. So Andy Thorne defeats Matty Hill by KO. Kieran Sewell defeats Patrick Pekotnik by TKO. Gaz Koran defeats Danny Moore by KO. Mikey Henderson defeats Benjamin Lowe by decision. Sean Weir defeats Joe Lister by TKO. David Oscar defeats Travis Dickinson by TKO. John Telfer defeats Bartolo Maj by Marcelos Cruel by KO. Decem Deck Spellman defeats Dawid Chalinsky by KO. Louis Garside defeats Jono Chip Chase by KO. Johnny Graham wins the inaugural Bare-Knuckle Fighting UK lightweight title. Aaron Chalmers defeats Jack Fincher by TKO. And James DeGock, he defeats Matt Floyd by unison, guys. So those legends are the Bare-Knuckle Fighting A1 man charge. That's all news you're gonna know for that, guys. So, buddy? That's all I'll say about that, guys. Also, guys, notice by the way that Kim Clavel, she's a two division champ as she won the IBF Women's Strawweight title, big wrestler on that. Yeah, Wanderlei Silva, he had a broken nose, and then Scalp post fight debacle got into as he took on Acino Freitas by in the boxing exhibition bout, by the way. That's about that. Also, guys, Najee Lopez defeats Calvin Henderson by TKO. That's about that, guys. So, what, buddy? And those guys are Brendan Grant. Grant defeats Yehoya Lama by decision. By the way, that's all these news are gonna feel like. Also, some last night's games in MLB. Nats beat the Shy Sox 6-5. Yanks beat the O's against 6-1. Royals beat the A's 4-2. The Reds defeat the Brewers against 7-4. Dodgers beat the Mariners against 5-3. Yankees beat the Angels 6-1. The Guards defeat the Rangers 6-32. Tigers beat the Red Sox 2-1. The Giants defeat the Rockies again 4-3. Sorry, guys. Cubs beat the Cards against 7-3. Mets beat the Marlins 5-0. Twins beat the Phillies 5-0. Pirates beat the Braves against 3-1. Blue Jays defeat the Rays again 5-1. And the Padres defeat the D-backs again 5-1. So you're gonna feel like. Also, guys, let's see here. Let's see. Another thing I want to get you into, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Mike Taylor's retiring after 12 MLB seasons. Thoughts about that, guys, as well, buddy. Also, guys, Miss again, and she's back-to-back in the 2025 MVP Open, XOTB FPL check. Congrats her on that. Also, another stuff, by the way, guys, and So Team, so she's on her way to her fiance's big game between Chiefs Kingdom against the Ravens. By the way, yet again, after she went to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's wedding in Goleta Tech, Cali. So that's about that. So that's on that, guys. Well, congrats to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco getting married, by the way. And Taylor Swift, because they'll be next too. But Taylor Swift's gonna be heading towards her fiance's game between Chiefs Kingdom against the Ravens. Thoughts about that, guys? Also, guys, also, by the way, guys, that UConn defeat Buffalo 2017. Baylor defeat Oklahoma State 45-27. South Carolina defeats Kentucky 35-13. Yeah, New Mexico defeat New Mexico State 38-20. Minnesota defeat Rutgers 31-28. Louisville defeat Pitt 34-27. Duke defeat Syracuse 38-3. Georgia Tech defeated Wake Forest 30-29. Cincy defeat Kansas 37-34. KSU defeats UC 34-20. North Texas defeats South Bama 36-22. You also, Ole Miss defeats LSU 24-19. Ohio State defeats Washington 24-6. You had Oregon Ducks, they defeated PSU 30-24. Bama, they beat Georgia Bulldogs at Bulldog Turf 24-21. That's Georgia's home loss. Their actually collapsed. Yet Indy Hoosiers, they defeat Iowa Hawkeyes 20-15. ISU Cyclones, they defeat Arizona Wildcats 39-14. Tennessee Volunteers, they defeated Mississippi State 41-34. Mizzou defeated UMass 42-6. Notre Dame defeats Arkansas 56-13. BYU defeats Colorado 24-21. Virginia Tech defeats NC State 23-21. Illinois defeats USC 34-32. That's all news you're gonna for that, guys. Well, buddy. Also, guys, by the way, Cam Buber wins the Superbikes at Jersey as champ. By the way, congrats to him on. By the way, as the Middle America champ, big congrats to him on that. By the way, that's all to say about that, guys. Also, guys, once again, J.W. Johnson, Dylan Frazier, they're the men's doubles pickleball, Central Wooden, paddle vintage champs, and also Etta and last, they're the women's doubles pickleball, Central Wooden, paddle vintage champs. Congrats to both of them on that, by the way, guys. That's all the news you're gonna know for that. That's all to say on that, guys. So, thoughts about that, guys. I told you guys Pirates to be the Braves again 31, which is about the news you're gonna know for that, guys. So, buddy. Also, guys, let's see here. Pats beat the Panthers 42-13. Yeah, the Falcons beat the Commanders 34-27, which they did, by the way. That's all news you're gonna know for that, guys, as well, buddy. That's all to say about that, guys. Also, another news also, by the way, guys, I want to get you congratulations. I want to say, brother, wish shout out to Terence Crawford, who basically got detained for no apparent reason during a traffic stop, and he was released, by the way, on his birthday week. His birthday's today, by the way, guys. Happy birthday to Terence Crawford. I want to say, brother, wish out to Mira Sorvino, Naomi Watts, Hillary Dove, Jeezy, or Young Jizzle, Bam Margera, Janet Evans, Olivia Jade, Rebecca Zamolo, Brenna D. Amico, Olivia Neal, Morgan Cohen, Q9, Jesse Winter, Dainty Wilder, Isadora Vibes, and Tyler Lockett. Son of my birthday wishes, shout out, tweet simply, you should do so on that. That's all news you gotta know. Guess all to say about that. That's everything there's to say on that, guys. That's all, everything that you gotta know, everybody. As well, that's all to say on that, guys, as well, everybody. Nobody said that, guys. All right, let's just go. That will do right there for the Khalil Sports Board. Like, subscribe to Khalil Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook, but 8 seconds. Wait, that's your sponsors of G-Man getting their first win of the season with Jackson Dart starting quarterback now for the rest of the season. Thoughts about that, guys? And Blake Neighbors is going to be having an MRI, by the way, because of an ACL injury that he had. So, send thoughts to him. Wish him well. Was NXT No Mercy 2025? Know about that. I guess I'll just surround as well, buddy. Those Ricky Saints, and it's the absolute error, by the way. Those Ricky Saints become the new NXT champ. Thoughts about that, guys? Wasn't Al Horford going to the signing a multi-offer with those pathetic words? Thoughts about that, guys? I'll just surround as well, buddy. Also, guys, Sonya Brother wish out tweets out to Terence Crawford, Mira Sorvino, Naomi Watts, Hillary Dove, GC, Bam Margera, Janet Evans, Olivia J, Rebecca Zamolo, Brenna D'Amico, Olivia Neal, Morgan Cohen, Q9, Jesse Winter, Dainty Wilder, Isadora Vibes, and Tyler Lockett. Somebody brother wish out tweets simply should do so. That's all news you guys say about that, guys. I'll be back for breaking news. Times updates some songs a whole lot more than Close Sports. Where they were later. This you guys. That's all they say, guys. Take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe, everybody. Bye bye.